All right, I hope everybody can see me. Good morning. It is yoga, and my name is Narmina. If you have never taken my class before, welcome. And let's see, I'm gonna make sure to set it up so that everybody can see me pretty well. And the emphasis for the class today is going to be hamstrings. We're going to start on the floor. Please make sure that if you do not have a yoga block, that you grab something that you could potentially use for it. We are at my place. And again, if you have never taken this class before, I have two cats, which probably will come and enter the yoga practice, and my apologies. I certainly prefer doing this class from Mobius, however, Mobius right now is not available. So we are at, welcome to my casa. I hope that your morning is going well. And we're gonna go ahead and sit down nice and comfortable. So if in this position, it is hard for you to keep your spine straight, feel free to just grab one of a towel, roll it, and place it under your tailbone. I'm gonna turn around to show you what it's gonna do. You're sitting gently, just the tailbone, and it helps you press your tailbone back, squaring your hips, and slightly arching your back. So this way you can actually keep, you can sit up nice and straight, and you don't have to worry about using too much of your back muscles. We will warm them up, and then I will ask you to use them, but not right now. Right now, I just want you to start relaxing into this. So your right leg is going to be in the front, your left one is going to be closer to your pelvis. Place your hands on your knees, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And again, and this is where your inhale occurs, and this is how you exhale. And let's try and make sure that we're inhaling through our nose, and we're exhaling through the mouth. Very nice. Use your hands to help you with this one. Your right shoulder now is going to come towards your left knee. And you're going to continue almost like we're drawing nice big circles. Continue on in the same direction. And inhaling and exhaling. One more time. And each time we're coming just a tiny bit deeper into it. Let's switch direction. Left shoulder towards your right knee, forward, and back up. And again. Very nice. And one more time. Awesome. All right. Right leg is going to come out. You're going to straighten it as far to the right side as you can. Settle in here. And we're going to start opening the hamstrings. Tuck your toes. I really want you to keep your leg pretty active. You're going to go ahead and lean into the right side. You're going to place your right hand on the floor parallel to your right leg. And see if you can actually place an entire forearm here. Good. So what's going to happen is the left side of your body is going to lengthen, and the right one is actually going to sort of shorten. If you start feeling slightly uncomfortable here, just come back into neutral position, reset your rib cage vis-a-vis your hips, and then try again. In the meantime, left arm is going to rise, and you're going to place your left hand behind your head. You're going to try and lift your left elbow as high toward the ceiling as you can. And now start rotating that elbow toward the ceiling and behind you. Inhale, release that just a little bit. And exhale once again, press your elbow up. Maybe even lift your head. Go with your own body. One more breath here. Keep your toes tucked in and reach your left arm now as far over your left ear as you can. 2 more breaths. One more. Very nice. Lift all the way up here. Place your left hand on the floor behind you, not parallel to your hip, but behind you, and lift your hips all the way up. Point your right toes. Breathe now, opening out so your back is really arched. 2 more breaths. One more. Beautiful. Coming back in. Now go ahead and tuck your right leg under your left one. Hands are back on your knees. And this time your left shoulder comes towards your right knee. You're moving forward and finishing it up on the left side. And again, coming in. You're a little bit more mobile. Make those circles a little bit bigger. Wonderful. Come back into seated position. Left leg goes out. Settle in here. Tuck your left toes. Wonderful. All good. And now, left forearm, possibly. If you cannot bring the entire forearm on the floor, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Once again, the right side of your body now is much longer than your left one. If you find that it's not super comfortable, find a better position here for you. Reach your right arm up and bring it behind your head. With your next inhale, you're going to rotate your elbow as close toward the ceiling as you can and exhale here. 2 more breaths, and if you need to go slightly in and out, that's perfectly fine. You're training your body to open up. 1 more breath. Good. If you can, lift your chin. And now release your hand and straighten your arm and just bring it over your right ear. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Next inhale, lift. Use your oblique muscles here. Right hand goes behind you. Point your left toes this time and press your hips up. Reach your left arm over and back, arching your back, breathing. Your chest is open. Very nice. Coming back in. Awesome. All right, rotate and find your way into your tabletop position. And I'm getting warmer, and I'm going to take my jacket off. Yay. All right, remember, because this is a lot about our hamstrings, there's going to be a bunch of positions where you definitely will need to have some kind of help. So please keep everything handy. Now go ahead and tuck your toes, pull your shoulders back, open up your chest, drop your belly down, and lift your knees 2 inches above the floor. And back down. Inhale and lift again. Back down. 1 more time, inhale, and lift. Bring your hips back like you are in child's pose, except that your knees are off the floor. Forward, drop your knees. You should definitely feel the fire building in your legs. And again, inhale, 2 inches off the floor. Press back into your child's pose with knees above the floor, forward, and back down. 1 last time, 2 inches above the floor, hips back towards your heels, forward, and back down. Very nice. Straighten your left leg and place it on the floor. Press into your left heel. Bring it back in, just a stretch. Right leg up, place it on the floor, press into your heel. Beautiful. All right, we're reset. Inhale, knees are 2 inches above the floor. Press your hips back and start to lift your tailbone up. All right, we are in our downward facing dog. Gently shift your hips side to side and then pedal them in place. Right knee is bent, left heel is on the floor, and switch. 2 more times, just like that. Going with your own body, please breathe. Your chest is open and your back is still really, really arched. Keep pulling your shoulders back. Nice. Reach your right leg up toward the ceiling. Look in front of you. Bring your body forward. Lift on your left tippy toes and bring your right knee towards your chest. Warming up really now, both the legs and the spine and the shoulders. And place your right foot forward between your hands. Drop your left knee on the floor and shift your hips back, hamstrings. Come back forward. Release your left knee, lift, right leg goes back. One more time. Knee forward, you're on your tippy toes, off your left foot. One more breath. Right foot forward, drop on your left knee, press your hips back, drop yourselves as low as you can, lift up, straighten the left leg, bend your right knee and press it back. Last time, inhale, lift on your tippy toes, bring your knee forward, exhale. One more breath. Right foot forward, left knee down on the floor, shift your hips back, hamstrings, lift up, release your left knee, and right leg goes all the way up and release. Good. Shift your hips gently side to side, reset. See how you feel now. How are your shoulders? Are you opening up a little bit? Let's try that on the other side. Left leg rises. Lift on your right tippy toes. Bend your left knee. Bring it towards your chest. Stay. Good. Place your left foot now between your hands. Drop your right knee on the floor. And right away, shift your hips back, stretching your left hamstrings. Forward again. Release your right knee and left leg goes back. And again, inhale, lift on your right tippy toes. Left knee towards your chest in your plank position. Extra breath here. Good, inhale. And with an exhale, left foot forward, right knee back on the floor. Exhale, coming down. One more time. Because we're this flexible and this strong, reach, tippy toes, knee, chest, breathe. Good, inhale, and left foot forward. With an exhale, knee goes down, inhale, and exhale down. This should feel really wonderful. And your wrists are also warming up, moving forward, coming all the way back. Awesome. Drop on your knees here. Drop into your child's pose. Relax your shoulders. That's the most important part. So drop your chest on the floor. Give your wrists a little break as well. Maybe rotate them just a little tiny bit. Nice. All right, for this next one, we might need a little tool here. So come back into your downward facing dog. Look in front of you and either walk or hop forward, bringing your feet right between your hands and straighten your legs. So we're gonna find our standing tabletop position. Remember, hamstrings, hamstrings, hamstrings. If you find that reaching the floor with your fingertips here with your body as parallel to the floor as you can is not an option, just go ahead and place your tool on the floor and rest your fingertips on it. Now, right now, everything is really working. So I want you to pull your shoulders back. I want you to try and squeeze your belly button to support your lower back. I want you to really open up through your chest. This part is very important. As you do that, you almost immediately will feel that there's huge engagement in every single muscle in the back of your legs, okay? You are, as always, hinging at your waist, not at the lower back. All right, so and the straighter the spine, the more you're going to feel that. Breathe. Good. Place your hands on your hips now. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale. And with an exhale, lift, 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 lift. Very nice. Reach all the way up. Inhale, and with an exhale, swan dive. See how close you can bring your hands to your toes. And maybe you far bypassed it, and maybe you are just hanging right above your big toes. What's important is that you actually make a mental note here. So what we're gonna do now is find our bind, and it's gonna be really fun. So you're gonna bend your right knee. I'm gonna turn so that you can see it a little bit better. So your feet are hip width apart. You're gonna bend your right knee. And you're going to release your left arm up toward the ceiling. Now from here, you're going to bend your left arm and bring it behind you into your right hip crease, right here. You can stay here, or if you think that you've got it, and I would really like for you to try, you're gonna reach your right arm, rotate through the triceps, bend and reach your left hand. Now, if you want to do the bind, but you cannot quite reach there, remember there's always that towel that you have, and that is good. Now, from here, please lift through your upper body and rotate your head looking over your left shoulder. This is definitely going to challenge your balance, so please tread lightly. One more breath. Wherever you are, go ahead and release that. Reach your left arm once again all the way up. Open up that spine and come back into forward fold. And we're going to try and do the same thing on the other side. So hands are back on the floor in front of your feet or on whatever the tool is. Bend the left knee. Reach your right arm up. First thing first, rotate your spine. Good. Now, go ahead and bend your right arm. Bring it towards your left hip. And stay here or find your bind. By now, you already know how to get there. The important part is lift through your chest and look over your right shoulder. One more breath. Great job. Release, readjust, reset, bring it back in, soften your knees, rest your chest on your thighs, drop your head, and from here, go ahead and lift all the way up. Beautiful. Reach with your right arm up toward the ceiling, and with your left one. Good. Now that everything is open, let's go ahead and play with it. Swan dive. Standing tabletop on the floor or on your block. Soften your knees. Place your hands on the floor. Hop or step back. Any which way is great. You are in a plank position. Drop on your knees. Arch your back. Inhale, and with an exhale, lift those knees once again, all the way, a couple of inches above the floor. Back is very arched. Start to press your hips all the way back. Good. And then from here, straighten your legs. Inhale, right leg rises. Bring your right foot forward. Stay here. Place your right foot forward. Nice. Good. So now from here, if it's too hard, you can always drop back onto your left knee. Otherwise, go ahead and lift up into your high lunge. From here, lift into straight right leg. Inhale, so your hips are very forward, both of your feet are pointing forward, your left heel is off the floor. Reach forward and place your hands on the floor on both sides of your right foot. If you cannot reach there, use the block. Inhale, and with an exhale, drop your chest as low towards your right knee as you can. Press your left heel into the floor. Good. From here, lift your chest. See if you can bring your body parallel to the floor and reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Wonderful. From here, right hand comes back down. Listen carefully. You're going to bend your right knee. You're going to bring your hands a little bit forward of your right foot. And we're going to go ahead and find our way into assisted warrior 3. So your chest is open. And once again, reach your right arm all the way up. Drop your right hand back on the floor. Soften your right leg. Hands are sliding back. Left leg ends up back. And lift once again. Beautiful. You're doing great. 1 more breath. Nice. Bend your right knee. Hands are back on the floor. Right leg goes all the way back. And drop it on the floor. Reset. Left leg rises. Lift on your right tippy toes. Bring your left knee forward. Rotate your shoulders. Keep your core very engaged. Left foot forward. Ready? Settle into your spine. Open up. Straighten your right leg. Big balance. Your chest is open. Your shoulders and your hips are facing forward. Inhale, forward fold. Hands are on both sides of your left leg. Start pressing your right heel into the mat if you can. Inhale, left arm rises. Nice triangle, and we are totally working on our spine. 1 more breath. Bring your left hand back. Soften your left knee as you're walking your hands forward. And right leg up in the air. Your hips are still square. Lift your chest. Try not to hit the keyboard in front of you with the top of your head. And release your left arm. Definitely should feel your left hamstrings working really hard here. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Good. Left hand comes back down. Walk them toward the level of your left leg. Bend your left knee. Right foot back on the floor. Find your balance. Lift up. One more breath. Inhale once again, and hands are coming back down on the floor. Left leg goes back in, one-legged down dog. Everything is so much more open. And go ahead and drop your left foot on the floor. Yes. Stretch. Hips are going side to side. Stay here. We're going to find another balance here. Left hand remains on the floor. You're arching. Inhale and release your right hand. Reach as far as you can towards your left leg. Maybe it's just behind your knee. Maybe it's all the way towards your ankle. Rotate your right shoulder towards your left knee. And release. Only 3 breaths. Pretty much all of these positions are 3 breaths. Only release the left hand. Find your balance. Reach, rotate, enjoy. Wonderful. Release that left hand. Look in front of you. Soften your knees and hop or walk forward with. Come into your chair pose. Relax your hamstrings. Not funny to say relax your hamstrings when you're in a chair pose. Yes. One more breath. Reach your arms toward the ceiling. Inhale. And with an exhale, we're sitting down into high boat. All right, so now we're going to challenge both our core and our hamstrings at the same time. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Remember, you start feeling that lower back is not up for it, just do an easy variation of core, okay? So always listen to your body. Always, always, always. Bring your knees apart. Reach your hands toward your big toes and straighten your left one only. Keep your balance. And right one only. Good, and now both. Core is very engaged. And back in. So, here's the thing. If this is okay, and if you can definitely handle that, see if you can handle that without your hands. Keep your hands in a prayer position and straighten and in. So we did 2 of these, 6 more. If you find that this is too much, go ahead and grab your toes. If you cannot quite open your hamstrings, that's okay too. Work with your body, not against it. This is a long exhale, and this is a long inhale. If you find that your lower back becomes really uncomfortable, feel free to place your hands on the floor. Give yourselves a little support, okay? Wherever you are, remember your body, your hamstrings. 6, 7, last one, 8, coming back in, hugging, nice. Rock yourselves into your chair pose. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Hands on the floor, bend your knees, hop or step back, plank position. Bend your knees, shift your hips as far as you possibly can. Nice, and straighten your legs. Right leg rises. Bring it forward between your hands. Rotate your left foot this time. We're gonna go straight into warrior 2. So your right knee is following the direction of your toes. Now, wonderful. Shoulders are back, hips are back, everything is parallel. There's a wall behind you. This is what you're standing against. Lovely. Remember the hamstring situation? Nice. Reach, rotate your palm, right palm, toward the ceiling. Open your chest, lift, and come all the way back. Place your left hand somewhere there on your left calf, but see if you can keep that leg as light as you can, because you're really using your core muscles here, and straighten your right leg. Go deeper. One more breath. Good. Let's go into crescent. Inhale, And with an exhale, soften your right knee. Remember, right hand is going to end up on the floor diagonal to your right leg. Good. If you need to use the block here, perfect opportunity to do that. Please open up your chest. Lift that left leg just a tiny bit more, almost there. Good. Inhale with an exhale. Left hand comes down on the floor. If you need to readjust the position for your block, you still have time to do that. Drop your left hip. And once again, rotate your body. We're reversing our crescent. We're breathing. One more breath. Lift your left leg. Lift it, and back in. Left hip comes up. And we're back into warrior two. Nice. Windmill your arms. Hands are back on the floor. Right leg back. Bring it down. Left leg up. Come on your right tippy toes. Rotate your shoulders. Bring your left foot forward. Rotate your right heel. Opening up into warrior two on the left side. Settle in. Find it. Everything is nice and flat and very active. Rotate your left hand. Palm is facing up. Reach up and lean back. Reversing our warrior two and straightening our left leg. Leaning just a tiny bit more here. Inhale. Start to rotate and windmill your arms forward, finding the spot right outside of that left foot. Lift. I'm going to move me slightly back so I really don't hit my face. Nice. Really, really engage those hamstrings. Lock your knee if you can. Right hand comes on the floor to the right of your left foot. Shift your right hip. And now they're no longer parallel. They are square. Release your left arm. Lift your right leg. The higher it is, the more your left hamstrings are working. Please do not fold forward. Your chest is open. One more breath. Left hand comes back down. Rotate. Your right hip is up. Your right arm is up. Chest is still open. Everything is long. Think of your spine. It's super, super long. Long. Ready? Soften your left leg. And we are back in warrior two. And we are back really strong and awesome. Windmill your arms. Left leg goes back. And bring it back in. And we are hopping and walking forward, bringing our feet once again between our hands, lifting in our chair. Arms are above our head. And once again, coming back into seated position. Hug your knees for just a sec. Give yourselves a little break. We're going to go back into doing a little bit of core. Couple of variations here. If your hamstrings are not flexible enough to straighten them all the way, please don't worry about it. Just as long as you're feeling that they are engaged, that's all that matters. You're going to release your left leg out on the floor in front of you. You're going to bend your right knee. You're going to grab your right foot with both of your hands. See if you can straighten it. And from here, you're going to start to lift your left leg and bring it down. Your chest is open. 2, 3, 4. This is your exhale. 5, 6, shoulders back. 7, 8. Bend both of your knees. Reset. Grab your left foot. Straighten both of your legs. If you can, keep your right leg off the floor. That's awesome. If you absolutely have to put it on the floor, it is what it is. Ready? Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. 3. 4. 5. You won't be able to do that unless you're using your core muscles here. This is good for your lower back. 6, I promise. 7, just one more, stay with me. I know you're working your hip flexors here a lot. 8, bring it down, soften both of your knees. Hug. Hey, should feel good. All right, we're gonna go into plow here, which is also a big opener both for our spine and for our hamstrings. You're gonna go with your body, not against it. Remember, that part is so important. So, you should now wear dark pants on this dark mat, that's for sure. All right, lift your legs up toward the ceiling and knees are bent. Inhale, and very slowly, you're rounding your back and you're placing each vertebrae back on the floor. Head is the last one to reach the floor. Nice. All right, go ahead and reach and grab your big toes and your knees are apart. Awesome. And from here, you're going to bring your right, let me unroll so you can see what's going on. You're going to bring your right knee into your right underarm. And you're going to start straightening your left leg and bringing it to the left side of your body. One more time. Good, and we're gonna switch. Left one comes under your left underarm and right one straight, and you're pressing it to the right and coming back. You should feel that your lower back is working here, but in a good way. 2 and 3. Good, bend both of your knees, give them a little break, and then from here, straighten them. Several variations of going into your plow. If you're not familiar with plow, I'm going to show you the final product. So your toes are on the floor above your head, your hips are off the floor, and your legs are straight. If it's not an option, soften your knees, place your hands on the floor under your hips, and gently start to press your knees up. Catch your hips here. And maybe this is as far as you want to go. I want this to feel good. I don't want this to be struggle. You're going to find your own way into it. And maybe this is how far you want to go and just hang out here. It should feel good throughout the entire spine and your hamstrings. If you want to make it a much more active and aggressive thing, that's where you're going to go. And if you are using your arms to bring your toes above your head, that's where your arms are. 2 more breaths. Good. Please come out of this one. If you are advanced, I want you to lift your legs and place your spine on the floor using your core and back muscles, one vertebrae at a time. If you're not, please support your hips as you are unraveling your spine, bringing it back on the floor. Any which way is absolutely fabulous. Good. All right, we're going to go for one last challenge for our hamstrings here. So go ahead and rock your way into a seated position and come facing the screen. Straighten your left leg all the way out, tuck your toes, bring your right hand on the inside of your right knee, pressing it down. Tuck your left toes. You should definitely feel both your inner thighs opening up as well as your hamstrings. Keep your right hand on the floor. Your chest is open. We're not dropping down here. Chest is really, really open. Lift everything. You've got it, I promise. Left arm up, inhale, and with an exhale, reach all the way to the right side of the body. You're really opening the left side of the body. This should feel good. Inhale, and with an exhale, go ahead and release that. Hands are back on the floor. Walk them to the left side of the body as you're also shifting your hips up and over to the left. Nice and active. Tuck your right toes. Left elbow into your left knee, opening things up. Lift. Right arm up. Reach to the left. One side will feel harder than the other. That's just a given. Inhale, and with an exhale, hands are back in. Walk to the center between both feet. Straighten your legs and go ahead and place your feet parallel to each other. Inhale, place your hands on your hips, and exhale, drop into forward fold. Inhale, up halfway, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, staying here, stay. Reach your arms above your head toward the screen. Pull your shoulders back, breathe. One more inhale. And start to lift. You've got to engage your hamstrings and your glutes in order to do that. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and combine the last two sets. Inhale, and with an exhale, halfway. From here, start to bend your right knee. Bring your right hand on the floor, pressing your right knee out, reaching your left one over. Inhale. Come back up. Exhale, halfway. Inhale. And coming to the left side, left hand on the floor, right one reaches. Inhale, back up. Use your hamstrings to do that. Exhale, forward fold. Two more sets just like that. Inhale, start to move all the way to the right. Right hand is pressing your knee out. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, halfway. Inhale to the left. Exhale, press. Inhale up. Last set. Reach toward me. Inhale to the right, propping your right knee, and reach with your left arm. Inhale up. Halfway. Inhale to the left, propping the left knee, and reach. Inhale all the way up. Halfway. Inhale, reach one last time. Forward fold. Walk your hands on the other side of your feet. Drop your head. Hang on to your balance. Walk your hands back forward. Heel toe your feet together. Roll your shoulders back, forward fold. Is there a difference between this forward fold and the one half an hour ago? Are you more open? Are you stronger? Are you more limber? Wonderful. And from here, go ahead and start to bend your knees. And sit back in. Hug your knees. Round your back. And gently release your spine on the floor. We are winding down. Yay, that feels wonderful. Believe it or not, you have worked really hard. Reach your toes. If it feels good, give it another last stretch. Happy baby. You don't have to. Relax your spine. This last exercise definitely has challenged it. If you're feeling great through your lower back, straighten your legs. Yay, play with it a little bit. Awesome. Go ahead and hug your knees. And from here, lift and squeeze every single muscle in your body, whether you're hugging your knees or you're still pulling on your toes. Press your shoulders towards your ears, press your nose towards your knees, whatever works. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And with your next exhale, go ahead and release everything nice and happy into the mat. Take another nice long inhale through your nose. And with a very long exhale, start to relax. There is no world outside of the mat that you're on. And maybe there are wonderful sounds that surround you. Your breathing is light and you're letting go. Letting go of your shoulders and of your neck. Your eyes are closed. You're scanning your body for tightness and you're letting go of that tightness. I hope that there is a beautiful wave of just full relaxation that goes through your body. Help it with your mind. Now that your neck and your head are completely relaxed, move down to your chest and allow it to really relax. Fully relax your arms all the way to your pinky. Take your time relaxing your rib cage and your spine all the way from your head, one at a time, down to your tailbone. Every single muscle around your spine, relax them along the way. Now relax your glutes and your hips. Let them go. And now we are at the hamstrings. Relax your thighs. Let them press into your hamstrings, flattening the entire upper leg with the mat. Now let go of your knees and your shins and your calves. Let go of your ankles. And now your toes. You are fully relaxed. There's nothing in the world other than this moment. Hold on to it. There are many more moments to come. This is yours. Keep your eyes closed and maybe smile. And maybe you will reach your arms now overhead and stretch like it is the first long inhale of the day. And even if you have been up since God knows how early, this is the beginning of the rest of the day. Enjoy it. Very gently from here, come into your comfortable seated position. Your legs are crossed. And it is your right leg over in the front. And this is where we've started. Let's compare. Place your hands on your knees. Is it easier to keep your spine straight without any support of your bundle towel? And left elbow, right knee, right shoulder, and up and again, left shoulder, right knee. I'm too relaxed. I forgot how to speak English. Oh, one more time. Left shoulder, right knee, just a tiny bit more, and a little bit more forward, and right shoulder, left knee. And bring your hands together and place them on the back of your head and press your head into your hands. Good. Switch your legs. Left leg is in the front, right one is in the back. We're going to reverse this. Right shoulder, left knee. Left shoulder, right knee. And again. Last time. Lifting through your rib cage, through your spine. Reach. Place your hands together and gently drop them to your heart center. And thank you so very much for joining me today. Namaste.